Hey guys, it's your girl D. I came back to you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about fragrances. Actually, the fragrances I wear every day and some of them that I bought based on recommendation from my favorite YouTubers. And how do they really work for everyday people? Yes, they do smell good, but do they actually work for when you're walking around every day, or you're going out with your girls, you're going out with your man, or you're going out with whoever you're going out with? Like, we don't, no judgment zone here, you know. So I just wanted to talk to you about my favorite fragrances and what I wear. So I actually don't have a particular order, but I will say that some of these are like low end and high end, because I was just like, okay, I need to smell them, and I smelled them, and I also tried them on, had a test run with them to see if it goes with my body chemistry, because that is important actually before I bought them, because I wouldn't just go buy something and it just doesn't work with my body chemistry. It wouldn't make sense. I personally like orange blossom, jasmine, vanilla undertones because they actually work with my body chemistry the best, and I tend to just gravitate towards those things, or even spicy type of fragrances. I'm not the best now. I will get better, I promise. I'm not the best at describing scents, but they actually do make a difference when you're factoring your body chemistry. So for me, I suggest to try them first before coming into buying them, because fragrances are an investment, and of course you don't want to just buy something just because someone told you to buy it, or this is your favorite influencer and you decide to buy it, and it just doesn't work for you, or it doesn't like complement your body the correct way, because after some time and as the day goes on, it does, like, the fragrance does smell, the base smell, of course you're gonna smell it when you first spray it. However, it's gonna smell different when it does begin to fade. So with those ideas in mind, make sure that you're doing your research and making sure that this actually does work for you. So now getting into my first fragrance, I would say the first fragrance I do actually wear religiously, because I tried it and I fell in love with it, was the Tom Ford Black Orchid. So look at this, how beautiful it looks, how sleek it is. Like, I love spraying it. I love smelling like this. It smells like floral and musk, and I also do like smelling like that as well, because musk smells are just like, it reminds me of nature a little bit, and it gives it character. Like, it just smells so good to me. I got it from Sephora, and I also got it, I believe, I want to say in March or April. No, I'm lying, not April, March or February, because they had like this promotion on buy one fragrance and get another one discounted. So that's when I picked that up. And when I picked that up, I also picked this one up. And the girls at Sephora do actually give great recommendations. So I had bought this one as well, because it's called My Burberry. It smells really good. It's the jasmine I was talking about. It does remind me of like how if you ever smelled flowers in the rain, if you like that type of scent, this is what it reminds me of when I spray it. So I tend to pair these two together, and it smells really good. So if you want to, when you stack fragrances, this is actually a good one to stack with the Black Orchid, because it gives you like that extra florally smell. It just brings out the floral tones in the Black Orchid that you're able to like smell. You can wear the Black Orchid on your own. I do that sometimes too, but like if I'm like going to like a specific event, like say for example I'm going to like a wedding or something like that, I pair the two together, and then I'll wear like earrings that will go with it. Like, well, right now I'm not wearing, obviously, but like I'll wear like flower earrings or something along that nature to go with the fragrance, because it just like really brings out those tones for me. Another fragrance that I really love is Giorgio Armani My Way. It has the vanilla tones I was talking about and the orange blossom inside of it. It smells really good. I would definitely say this is I know people will disagree with me for it, but I believe this would be a great dupe for Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. So this is the fragrance I had. I had bought this 2 years ago, and I don't use it that often because it's a very expensive perfume. But I love this perfume because it smells like Rihanna, and I'm a Rihanna fan. Of course, I want to smell like her if I can, and I'm happy that it actually works with my body chemistry because I just want to smell like Rihanna any chance I get. So I would say that they're very closely related because of they both have the orange blossom and the vanilla scents inside of it. So I would say this would, if you like Giorgio Armani My Way, you would love Don't Be Shy by Killian, because not everybody would actually like this scent per se, because there's a lot of differing opinions of how sweet it smells. But if you're not a sweet person, of course, it's a variance of fragrances out there. These are just the ones I personally like, and if you like this one, you'll most likely like this one, in my personal opinion. So the next one we come to, when I was talking about spicy, it was the Replica. I don't want to mispronounce who made it, but a lot of people know this fragrance, this Replica, and it's called By the Fireplace. This is actually a very known one, a very popular one that they actually use. It smells amazing. I love spicy scents, and I want to get more spicy scents because of it, because it just reminds me of like that woodsy, it reminds me of fall. Like I'm about to go toast some marshmallows or make some s'mores by the fireplace, literally by the fireplace. It reminds me of like a nice fall day, and that's another thing that I love. I love fall, so anything that reminds me of fall, like the big sweaters, the flannel, these things are like, it's a yes in my book. So I definitely love this. I don't remember if this was a recommendation. I believe it was. I believe I got the recommendation from Arnell, and this one was also a recommendation from Arnell that I got. I'll talk more about recommendations towards the end, but that was just really why I love that smell. But it's really based on my mood. But I would say Black Orchid I wouldn't suggest Black Orchid be an everyday scent, but I use it as an everyday scent, to be honest. But it depends on you and what you want to go for. My next scent, to go back to the spicy-ish kind of category, would be Gucci Guilty. And I don't have it, but Gucci Guilty Intense smells amazing. Like this is like your grown woman scent. You're a grown ass woman, you're about to go on the town, like they're gonna smell you, say you smell good, okay? Like I just love this scent so much, especially when I'm going out. It depends if I'm really going out, like I'm about to step out, like I'm dressing up, not like with my friends or whatever. That's why you would think that the Black Orchid would make more sense to not wear, like when you're going out and stuff. But I love that for every day. But this one is like when I'm about to step out with my girls, my makeup's done, I look great, I'm about to spray this because I know I'm about to be a showstopper. And like people always ask me like, oh, what are you wearing, or like tell me I smell good when I have this on, because you can just smell me before you see me, pretty much, with this. My next fragrance, I would say, is Bright Crystal. I don't remember the name of this. This particular one I think it's Bright Crystal, but this is Bulgari. And I love this. This was actually my first fragrance. No, I mean, obviously I finished the actual first fragrance I ever had, but this was the first fragrance I had gotten from my eldest sister. She had worked at Clinique like a long time ago, and she bought me and my other sister, my middle sister, fragrances, right? And she bought us both this one in particular, and it smelled so good. Like, but I would say it's a good starter scent if you want something like clean and still smells sweet. It's a very like not too like out there scent when you're trying to test the waters with fragrances and you don't want something too potent on you. It also depends on the person. Like I like something like you can smell me when I'm coming. Like this is a statement. Like, you, like, she smells good. Like, you cannot deny that. Like, she looks good, she smells good. Like, you cannot deny that. Those are what those fragrances are for. But this one, if you want something light and airy and cute, like, say you're going to the gym, maybe you can wear this. Because I know girls wear perfume in the gym now. I didn't realize that. But I usually use body spray if that's the case. But, like, this is something I would suggest. Like, or you're going to the park, because when you're outside, of course, your body chemistry is going to change, especially when it's warm outside. It is warm here in New York. It's summertime. So this would definitely be like something you will wear, and it'll probably fade faster than the other scents that I was naming. And those were, this is just something you wouldn't wear, like, if you want something long standing, unless you have like another scent layered with this. It probably won't last as long as compared to the other ones I named. Another one, and I'm gonna mention one more, but I don't have it on me. I think it's somewhere downstairs. But before I mention that one, this is I think Angel, if I'm not sure. Oh no, I'm lying. It's Bombshell Celebration, I guess. By Victoria's Secret. Fun fact about me, I used to work at Pink like 4 years ago. But this fragrance wasn't around 4 years ago. Anyway, but I bought this like in December when they first dropped. I had went to Victoria's Secret for my mom or whatever to get some other stuff, and then one of the girls had sprayed it for me, and I loved it instantly. I was just like, oh my god, like, I need this scent. Like, I need this scent today. It smells so good. Like, I wear this to bed. This is like, I wear this to bed scent. Or you can wear this out, honestly. You can pair this, I would say, and another vanilla scent, because it's not as strong. I'm not sure if this is still like being sold at this moment, because I feel like this was like a limited edition for Christmas time. But I'm sure that it's like if you can probably find it, I would find it again if I could, like, to buy another one, because I'm extra. This was like the cheapest one, I would say, out of all the things I purchased. This is $55, and I'll go over the prices last as well. But this is like really good. It smells like vanilla, and it's not too potent either, but you would definitely get compliments on this. So this is one of those that, like, it's not gonna last as long unless you layer it with something else. And I would say, since it's vanilla scent, your best bet is to layer it with something that is vanilla scented as well, so it can carry out throughout the day. I would say this lasts like a couple hours. Maybe the longest I've noticed that this stayed on was maybe 5 hours. Okay, so, and then the last honorable mention is the one by Sol Janeiro. It's the 62 bottle. It smells so good. I would wear that. I wear that year round. Like, if I need like a pick me up to wear and it's vanilla scented, I just spray that on as well. Like, I love it so much. My friend actually gave it to me for my birthday, and it's like $20. Like, at Sephora, like, I would definitely repurchase it. It's almost done anyway. I should repurchase it, honestly. But I would definitely suggest getting that as well if you're into body sprays. You don't want it's not a fragrance per se, but you can pair it with a fragrance, you know? Like, I would pair that with this, and it probably lasts longer throughout the day. Like, I wear that, and that probably is about the same wear as that one anyway. It's like 5 hours-ish. 5 to 6 hours. And honestly, like, it's like $20. That's a steal, you know. For my Burberry Black, oh, I'm sorry, it's actually my Burberry Black. I got this, I want to say it is this between $70 and $100. I can't remember how much I paid for it, USD. I think that it is maybe in the $100 range. I think it's $102 if I'm not mistaken. And I definitely think I pay for it. And this is the 1 fluid ounce bottle. Oh yes, I forgot. The last thing I should mention, because it's perfume in the bottle, technically, it's a perfume oil. This is another recommendation that I got from watching Arnell. I'm sorry, guys, that this is very, like, all over the place. I did not plan this correctly. I was just like, oh, I just want to talk about fragrances because I love fragrances. I love smelling good. This is the Nest New York Madagascar Vanilla Perfume Oil. I wear this as a base if I'm not being lazy, but when I first got it, I was really like layering this on. Like, you take a shower, you come out the shower, you put this on, then you lotion or whatever the case is, because I feel like with oil it just gets everywhere. So like I put this on first, then after I shower, then I put on regular lotion and oil to like let my body moisturize. Then I would put on a fragrance. But I would say this, I tried this with multiple fragrances because I wasn't sure how to layer this particular thing, because I never actually used perfume oil before. But I would say you get the best out of perfume oil if it has a similar notes of that particular perfume, because it will amplify that particular perfume. Like, for example, if I wear this as a base, I would probably wear Giorgio Armani My Way, or I would wear By the Fireplace because it can go with this. I would wear this as a base, or the Sol Janeiro perfume as well with this, because it will amplify the smell in it. What I did notice when I wear this and then I wore the Tom Ford perfume, it didn't really do anything. So I was just like, okay, this makes sense, because it doesn't have the same undertones in it, like the same it's not undertones, sorry, this is not makeup, same notes under it. So but I still do it anyway, because sometimes if I'm being lazy and I just want to wear this as well and it just smell good, it works out for me. But if you wanted to like really amplify your perfume that you're wearing that day, it makes the most sense to wear the ones that have the same notes. But this is, I paid $100 for this because I had like $100 gift card and I used it on this pretty much. And this is 1 fluid ounce as well. Again, this is perfume oil, not the actual perfume. So you would just put this on, you use a few drops and then rub it in your skin. So that's what I do, at least after I take a shower. And the Love Don't Be Shy, this is the most expensive of them all. I think this was like $200. I saved for this because I really just want to smell like Rihanna. And when we first found this out like 2 years ago in 2020, that this is what she smells like, I wanted it instantly, because I haven't met Rihanna in person. I'm going to meet her, I'm manifesting it. But I definitely wanted to just have this because it just like makes me feel closer to her. Like, I don't know, just makes me feel amazing. I'm not sure if this is the biggest scent, the largest scent, or most fluid ounces, but this is 1.7 fluid ounces of Love Don't Be Shy. I know this is like a different version of it. Well, not different version, I'm lying. This is a different bottle aesthetic. Drawing? I don't know. Like, design? There we go. Like, different bottle design, because there's a black one, actually. So, there's a black version. I think that's the original version. I think this was like a temporary design, and they currently still have the black version. I don't really see this one like that. This was like at the time that they had it out. I'm not sure, but I see the black version more now than I see that version. This is definitely for the Black Orchid. This is definitely the biggest bottle when I looked into it. This is the 3.4 fluid ounces, and you know Tom Ford isn't cheap. I looked it up like recently because I was like, oh, I'll probably want to get another bottle when this runs out. And it's $200. So it's the same thing like up there with Killian. If I'm saying it correctly, I'm sorry. I'm saying it correctly. But this is definitely like the largest. I didn't actually register this was the biggest bottle, but like I do use this every day, and I now gotta be more mindful, but I just love this scent so much. I made this rule, funny enough, that I would not buy the biggest bottle of all the perfumes, because if it's not going to be used every day, I think it wouldn't make sense for me to get the biggest bottle, because the smaller bottles won't go as fast either if I'm not using it a lot. So I was just like, if this is not considered like my scent or like a everyday scent, or like I'm not like totally like head over heels in love like I am with Black Orchid, there's no sense of me buying the biggest bottle. Like I don't need a 3.4 ounce of every bottle. So I would say that's a good suggestion for the rest of you if you think that like, hey, I shouldn't get this, should I get this big bottle or should I not? You don't necessarily need the big bottle for everything. That's just my personal opinion. For the Gucci Guilty, I believe this was $90. It has to be like between the $80 and $100 range, but I know I didn't pay like over $100 for this particular one. I think this is the, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1 fluid ounce. This I didn't pay for it, but I got it for my birthday. And this was the, and my sister had got it. My sister's got me this, and it's a 1.7 fluid ounce, but I know this is like $130 maybe dollars for the 1.7. But like I said, I personally will get the 1 fluid ounce if I'm not using it every day, because I've only used it like this much since I got it. But again, my birthday was like 3 months ago at this point, so just, I don't know, just me, you know. And the By the Fireplace Replica perfume is also, if I'm not mistaken, 1 fluid ounce. Yes. This is, and then they have the bigger one. I think it's 130. But this is like I feel like this is travel size, to be honest, because this looks like very tiny in comparison to like the other perfumes. For example, like it's a very tiny one. But I think that it's still good, because if you're not going through them, it's really like you don't need the big one. Like I said, it's I believe this was $78. I think this is one of the more affordable fragrances, honestly. And I got all of my fragrances except one from Sephora, pretty much. If I'm a Sephora girl, I like to get my stuff from Sephora. Sorry, I was about to curse. I like to get my stuff from Sephora, my perfumes from Sephora, my makeup from Sephora. But obviously there's other places you can get it from. You can get it from Macy's, you can get it from Ulta if you prefer those things. Like they do sell like a lot of these perfumes there. Aside from this one was sold by actual Victoria's Secret. Everything else was pretty much from Sephora. And the last one, last but not least, was the, oh, it's a towelette. It's an eau de towelette. There's a difference. Oh, that makes sense as well. If you know about perfumes, you know that towelettes and the perfumes they're a big difference. The towelettes, they don't last as long as Perfume. Well, let's say Perfume. Parfum, because it's saying in French. Parfums, if you look for eau de parfum, that means that your perfume will last all day. Generally, it's not going to fade out as quickly as a toilet. A toilet will fade out within the 5 to 6 hour range, because they're not meant to last long, of course. And then the parfum lasts a long time. But this is 1.3 fluid ounces, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the $70 range. So you have like the Victoria's Secret perfume that I have is in the $70 to $70 to $80 range. You have the Victoria's Secret perfume that was like $55. You have the By the Fireplace Replica perfume that was about, I think, $78, $80. And then you have the Gucci Guilty, that was the $90 one, like the 95, 96 range. And then you have Tom Ford, that you know that's gonna be like $100 or more. In this case, the one I have is like the biggest bottle, so it's like $200 really. You have the Giorgio Armani one, it's $130. And then you have the My Burberry Black. Don't sleep on My Burberry, because their perfumes are really good, especially if you love floral. The My Burberry Black and the the perfume oil, the Nest perfume oil, is like in $102 range, and it goes from there. Like, Perfume is an investment, I will say, and I've been happy with them, and I definitely want to continue to add to them, and I think you should too. Like, let me know if you like any or tried any of my recommendations or the perfumes that I wear every day, and tell me what's your favorite perfume. Maybe I want to try them, because I definitely love new perfume, and I definitely would love to try new. I hope you enjoy learning about the fragrances that I wear and my favorite fragrances. Comment down below the fragrances that you would like to wear, or like you would like to see me talk about in my next video. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.